If the US strikes Iran, ordinary people will pay, not politicians. So there is a popular perception at the moment, particularly on the right, when it comes to the US. And this idea that the people of Iran need to be freed from their government. Now, there is truth to this. The fact of the matter is that it is a problematic regime. There is no doubt about that. And there are many problems there, particularly the persecution of certain groups, such as the Kurds and, of course, Christians. So this is problematic. The other element here that is not being talked about, however, is how formidable the Iranian military is, even with the death of Soleimani, which was a terrible idea, I might add. The Iranian military is not a force to be reckoned with. And so the US has already demonstrated that with regards to Ukraine, they are willing to fight Russia down to the last Ukrainian. They have already demonstrated this. Similarly, I fear that they would fight the Iranian regime down to the last Iranian. The fact of the matter is that an uprising against a government that powerful, particularly a sort of people's war, if you will, is perhaps not doomed to fail, but is doomed to suffer an enormous human toll. And this is unacceptable. But there is good news. Number one, the Iranian regime, as problematic as it is a utopia in comparison to Saudi Arabia when you think about it. The other aspect is here as well is that they have demonstrated an ability to reform. The Iranian regime has been gradually undergoing reforms. Now, yes, it's been painstakingly slow, and my heart goes out to the Iranian people that have had to deal with this. But nonetheless, it can be reformed, and where reform can happen, there is no need for bloodshed. The final point is how do we hasten such reforms? Let's integrate Iran into the global marketplace instead of this embargo that the US has been leading against Iran with all of these sanctions and so on and so forth. Integrate her economically into the global marketplace, thus incentivizing the Iranian government to speed up these much needed reforms. That is the better way, as opposed to US strikes supposedly in support of some kind of people's war, which, whether or not they win, which I doubt they would result in an enormous human catastrophe.